Good morning and welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. As you guys come into the room, please do hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I hope that you guys are doing okay. I know that I am. I always express the importance of hitting the like button because the like button helps keep the video in the algorithm, okay? So, like, share, subscribe, comment, all of those great things, okay? I wanted to talk about I was just looking at something. I don't know if this just happened. They're saying little Dirk's son, 10-year-old son, popped his stepfather with his own weapon. Okay. Trying to defend his mother, from my understanding. It says that rapper's Lil Durk 10-year-old son, Jerome Ellis Jr., aka Romeo, grabs his stepfather's weapon and popped him while defending his mother. The incident happened on July 1st at Pippin's mother's home in Indianapolis. According to reports, Jerome's mother, Travana Collier, and her boyfriend, Joshua Pippins, were arguing when Jerome grabbed Pippin's gun and popped him. From his hospital bed, Pippins took to Instagram to share surveillance video of the incident. Their surveillance video shows adults fighting in a driveway while children scream. Pippins is wearing an orange shirt while Jerome is dressed in a red t-shirt and shorts. Moments later, a single pop is heard and Pippins collapsed on the ground. Pippins captioned the video, "As you all see, I was not the aggressor, and y'all also can see I still had my weapon on my hip. He grabbed my weapon off my hip following his mom's lead and tried to pop me, and then actually did. I advise y'all see it before they take it down. Build awareness. I never in a million years thought a kid I bought four-wheelers and paid for football leagues and everything would do this, but he only knows what mom shows him. I still love him like he's mine," he added. Okay, here's the video. Oh God, y'all, we can't be putting children in this position. We can't do that. We can't. You could tell that the little boy, I'm sure there had been some, in order for him to feel that way. Now, the mother he said the mother told him to do it. But in order for something like this to happen, I'm sure that he had been seeing, that's a 10-year-old baby, had been seeing some abuse as it relates to this situation. Let me show it again. Yeah. Oh my God. It says stepfather says Lil Durk's son popped him in the stomach. Okay. Pippins wrote on Instagram, "Listen, nobody's going to jail or they would already be there. I'm doing this for rights over my kids. Call me what you want." And on top of that, this was his mama's. This was my mama's in front of my mama, granny, and more kids. I pray y'all make it through y'all situation that God gonna put y'all through for playing with me. DCS removed Jerome and two other children from the home. The agency recommended Jerome not be returned to the home, and all three children should remain in foster care. DCS recommended supervised visits for Pippins and Jerome's father, Derek Banks. Pippins took to his Instagram story and wrote, "Whatever makes y'all feel better. That's why I got custody of my kids and she don't. Y'all so internet. Thank God it was me that took the shot and not her. That's still my daughter's mom, but she knows like I know God has always been good to me, a survivor." Collier recently accused Lil Durk of not claiming their son and refusing to provide support for the boy. Lil Durk has 7 children. He posed with his children and his slain brother D Thang's kids on Father's Day. So, okay, these are all of his children. Okay, these are all of his children. That's the young man right here. Yeah, I think that's the young man in the picture right there. Okay. Y'all, we can't do this in front of kids. I'm sure, this is sad. Um, it's sad on a whole nother level. We cannot continuously put children through this. I'm sure the young man acted because he had seen abuse. um, he's sitting up talking about what I did for him. It don't matter what you do for kids. You cannot put them through trauma. Kids don't like seeing their mothers and stuff mishandled, especially when they witnessed it before, right? I hate that the mother told him to do that. You know, you don't put your kids in the midst of stuff like that. Of course, he was acting and doing what his mom told him to do, right? But they don't. I guess they don't want Lil Durk to have him either because he has to have supervised visits. Lil Durk been having seizures and stuff, right? Because they say because I'll be on them pills and stuff. So I don't know, but I think that this is sad. I think adults need to. It's sad when people don't when they just doing anything in front of kids now. I always say that's why we see a lot of the traumatization that we see as it relates to children because adults do and say anything in front of them. Kids are products of their environment. Now he's sitting up talking about I put him through football. I paid for football classes and I bought him a 2-wheeler, a 4-wheeler, or something. What in the hell they got to do with anything? You could tell he a darn fool. Kids need to see their parents loving each other right. And I was getting ready to say mothers, which is good, but fathers too, because you have a lot of women. No sane mother, not unless their life is in danger. Okay. If there was an intruder or somebody was trying to take me out, I would tell my kids, get the weapon and pop them. But this right here seemed like it was an altercation. These folks always showing, you could tell them kids was nervous. They was screaming and crying. Right? Stuff like this is not all this fighting and stuff. If you can't get along, instead of traumatizing your kids, why don't you just separate? I feel like if you can't get along, you ought to be able to part just like you came together. But instead, people are toxic. They don't care about the children. They just having kids because they want to lay up and do the darn thing. And then they screw and get up and fight. Screw, get up and fight. And what we're seeing, a lot of what we're seeing now with these kids out here being on demon time is because they are a product of the environment that they came up in. They're traumatized. Hey, they just angry, all of those things, right? And you got a bunch of damn adults that don't care about anything but themselves. So, I hope everything works out for the young man. Listen, this man is sitting up in the hospital talking about, I don't want nothing to happen. Okay. But the police, they're the ones that should have seen this, right? But instead, he said he don't want nothing to happen to the little boy. But you put this out there to traumatize the little boy even more if you said that he was just doing what his mother told him to do. Right? So you put this out there so that they can be traumatized more. And then the little boy might go get picked up. Well, he's already, they say he's already in foster care. All of the children are in foster care. It's something because normally when kids are picked up, instead of putting them in foster care, if the other parent is deemed to be, I guess there's more stability there. Okay, they will send the child there to be with their parents. So I don't know what's going on with that as it relates to Lil Durk. Okay, I don't know if it's because Lil Durk's name may not be on the birth. That he may not be legitimate. I don't know. But I'm surprised that he was not put in the care of the other parent. That's weird. And they want Lil Durk to have supervised visits according to that vlog, right? So, like I said, I have a passion for kids because I feel like children go through so much. I used to counsel with juveniles, kids that were in juvenile over, and they used to house them at Jail East. These kids were very talented. When you look at, they knew how to draw. When you look at like the Sheriff Star, when they was drawing them on the wall, they didn't have artists to come in. They had these kids drawing the official Sheriff Star on the walls, right? Those were handcrafted. It was not spray painted. They knew how to draw, or inmates that are crafty, that are very talented. These children are very talented, and it's sad that a lot of them are traumatized. And even if something comes out wrong with them, you don't have parents that are stable enough to get them the help that they need. Instead, they're the ones, a lot of them are the ones that's traumatizing them because of their own selfishness. If something is not going to be conducive to my children's mental health and livelihood, then I got to get away from that. Okay. But people are not thinking about that. They're thinking about themselves. And being in foster care, you know, I'm glad that you have people that are in foster care, I guess, but more people get into foster care for the check. So they don't care anything about the emotional support, especially of kids that age. And parents need to think about that. Okay. These folks are gonna have to get up off these drugs and these pills and being sprung out on the ding-a-ling, and care about raising healthy kids. When folks say, well, what can we do? It starts in your damn household. Then they send their children to school, and the teachers can't teach like they're supposed to, because number one, they're scared of a damn child that is full of anger, that's subject to do anything, that's disrupting the class. And so now you're taking away from the children that do go to school to learn. And then they get mad at the teacher. Well, how come they don't handle him? That's her job. It's not her job to raise your children. It's your job to make sure your kids are in a stable household. People now are outsourcing all of the blame. Nobody is taking accountability for what they do anymore. And there's an outlet for it. Well, you know, she did that because, you know, she didn't come from a good household. Everybody has been through some type of trauma, but you still know right from wrong. You shouldn't want your kids to go through what you went through. Okay. But I hope everything works out for the young man. Okay. I hope everything works out for the young man. But yeah, I believe he acted because his mother told him to. Let's look at that one more time. His mother, this right here is a damn fool for real though. Let's see what he's saying.
I shot his stomach.
That's the boyfriend.
Stomach. Cut off the leg. I barely can talk. Yeah, really know how to do this shit, man. I'm a giant, man. I'm a survivor. Slave too, huh? I know how to survive out here, man. That's the difference between me and these niggas, man. You don't beat yourself trying to beat me. Yeah, I'm straight, man. Got shot in my motherfucking stomach. Yeah, got me good. I be really going through it, man. I felt weird about yesterday. I swear to God, I did. I felt weird. I knew something was gonna happen. Got shot in my stomach. I had to get surgery. I fucked up, y'all. This time way worse than last time.
Listen, I'm not laughing at him, but he a clown too. Okay. He a clown. This is the incident right here where the kids were screaming. I hate that. I do. I really I hate that. These kids and stuff got to be protected. They do. They got to be protected. They got to have stable adults protecting them. And that's just it. That's all. Now he's sitting up talking about he don't want anything to happen to him, but why he go live for? Okay, I'm trying to figure that out. Why he go live? Because even though I guess he laying there, he might be the victim, but he ain't. And then that should I hate that happen. But yes, the child was probably doing what the mother said do, and out of fear because of what he has seen. Okay, of what he has seen in the past. Okay, so um, anyways, you guys, I want to talk about that. I think that's sad. I hope that the children get the emotional support and care that they need and deserve. Okay, because that's what's important. Okay. Anyways, you guys, I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. If you want to support the channel, you could definitely support the channel via Cash App.